Hi Pisces, here is a general look at your solar chart for August 2016, and I'm just going to go back to Saturn again because wherever Saturn is, things tend to move very slowly, the wheels and the cogs clank around, but now we're getting Mars in there from the 3rd, and Mars tends to speed things up or heat things up actually. So just a recap, Saturn is in a long transit at the top of your chart. This is to do with parents, this is to do with authority figures, this is to do with bureaucracy, this is to do with you as a figure in the world, you with your image, outer image in the world. And this is to do with people in positions of power, but it's also to do with your responsibilities, your worldly responsibilities, as well as a person with a certain amount of power, a certain amount of clout, maybe, even though sometimes you might not think you've got it, but to others on, you know, one man's ceiling is another man's floor. So to certain others. So anyway, in slow stages, you're clearing obstacles. This is an important transit for Pisceans, and you're getting to where you want to be in the world, or with the parents, or with the people, you know, the bureaucracy, or with the reputation, the image, the general life direction, actually, the trajectory that you would prefer to be following, your life to be following. So you at times may feel that you are not doing the work, projecting the image, or receiving the recognition that is ideal, that you would like. Or it might be that those are not playing the game in the way that you thought they should out there in the outer world. You could be feeling that a little bit more at the moment with Neptune around. So Pisceans born the 27th of February to the 1st of March, with 9 to 11 degrees rising, are to feel the energies of Saturn, the limiting energies, but also the energy which says, okay, now is the time for you to build new structures for yourself in this wider stage, in this outer world area. And this transit may also emphasize, particularly the mother actually, but could also emphasize parental figures in your life as well. Now, because we have, now look back, maybe 29 years, maybe you could look back 14, 15 years, maybe you could look back 7, 8 years, and you pick up a thread that is being pulled through from that past to where you are now, and then of course you're taking it from this point, and with your decisions and the energy that you're putting in and the determination, the focus, into the next stage, and also the patience, you know, because everything around the Saturn area is like on a sort of steady but kind of slow, even repetitive kind of running. It's not never running actually. It's more like the tortoise, but it's steady and it gets there in the end. But now we're getting Mars in there, and now Neptune is in your sign. And by the way, you Pisceans born the 27th of February to the 2nd of March, with 9 to 12 degrees rising, I'm going to feel this energy the most at the moment, but with lessening degrees for any of these dates or degrees I give for any of the planets. You know, just on either side of those, you guys will be feeling it as well, depending on what's going on in your natal chart, because believe you me, it's not one size fits all in astrology, especially sun sign astrology. There's all the checks and balances to do in all the charts, the natal, the transit, the progressions, the solar arcs. There's charts up the yin yang, really. But I try to keep it as simple as possible when I'm doing somebody's natal chart anyway. Just let the guides do some of it as well, because they're so much better at it than we are. Not the chart, but I mean, you know, the overview of the life. No, it's my dogged duty to do the analysis. But hey, I'm going off at a tangent again, showing my age probably. Anyway, so where was I? I was talking about Neptune, and Neptune's going to be in your sign for many years. So this is bringing out your Neptunian side, because your sign is ruled by Neptune. So we have the double whammy of Neptune going on for you Pisceans at the moment. It can be quite long suffering in certain situations, maybe around parents or around authority figures or around the career or around your, you know, what you want to unpack and sort of display to the wider world. You got to really work at it, but because you've got Neptune in your sign, you sometimes fall into this vagueness or ambiguity or lack of proper scheduling or organization, or because you want to be gentle, because you're waiting, because you want to be sensitive, because you just want to escape or whatever it is. But this other side of Neptune can be coming out now with Saturn so close by degree from Sagittarius. So this means that that helpful, sensitive side can be applied methodically to others. So instead of just being relied upon by everybody or being the prop that others lean on, you can say, okay, well, actually, you can have so much of my time, but no more, because I have other stuff going on. And that's called putting up more stronger boundaries. And you could try it, see how it feels, and maybe the sky doesn't fall in and people don't fall apart. Now, so Neptune's going through your sign. Saturn brings in a structure to nebulous Neptune, and that's not a bad thing. Here's the opportunity to establish yourself in a new, more realistic kind of a way, which is you put things into more of a focus, and you can show more sympathy or sensitivity through your career or everyday life, having to let go of maybe too high a standard, too great an expectation, because of what's going on in the world at the moment, whatever that is in your life. Or whichever country you're living in, you know. So trying to let go of how it ought to have been and just deal with what you have in front of you. Don't let go of that dream, though. You've got to have a dream. But don't overlook, you know, what's going on right around your feet. So dealing with that, not getting pulled down by it or fixated on it, dealing with that, and then keeping a hold of that dream, because you can make the dream come true. Absolutely, 1000% you can. Okay, so and you just be careful that you're not too much the servant to others who really would do better at this stage, standing on their own 2 feet and seeing what that feels like. Okay, that's cynical old grumpy old woman me. Now, but no, I was joking there, because actually this does give that kind of opportunity for you to maybe, you know, Saturn and Neptune are such different planets. Neptune is about worlds beyond the invisible realms, the heavenly realms, the, you know, the auric. The auric realm, and dimensions and beyond, and the stretch of the imagination across vast eternity. And Saturn is about the here and now, the facts, the evidence, the, you know, death and taxes, if you like. Although that tends to be more Pluto, but anyway, doesn't matter. You know, real sort of wake up, smell the coffee stuff. You put those two together, and actually, I think, when I look at artists' charts, I often see Saturn, Venus, Neptune really strongly connected with each other. So here we have this transit going on at the moment, Saturn, Neptune, and it's like, okay, you could really capitalize on this if you don't get sucked down into it, into ambiguity, into worry, into thinking, oh, it's really bad, it might get even worse, about what the situation is. And this has been going on over June, July, August, September. What will be going on. Yeah. So, so that's for your information. Now, Mars is coming in there. I really am rabbiting on here, but Mars is coming in, so this will be a period for putting physical effort, making decisions, taking the initiative, and putting physical effort into achieving certain goals and engineering certain outcomes. Maybe having to deal with red tape and officials, perhaps. Maybe having to deal with something around the parental situation, perhaps. These also could be to do with your career. This could also be to do with your career. Or maybe not a professional, maybe it's just in your general trajectory in life. So this position of Mars, which is going on for about 6 weeks, could inspire you to take more responsibility about your own direction in life, and you care more about the impression you're putting out there. And on certain others, it's more important, and to work on image, reputation of yourself, or maybe it's something that you are the driver behind, you know, but this is the time for driving forwards with things. And so Mars coming into this go slow area will tend to heat it up, will tend to speed it up. Okay, as long as nobody's getting frustrated or losing the plot because they're impatient and angry, which can happen where Mars is. That can be you, that can be coming towards you. So as long as you just keep the cool head, keep kind of doing a steady pace, and the warm heart, you will make progress with the master plan. There's no reason why you wouldn't. In fact, Mars, Saturn, Neptune, all together, you can make progress with the master plan and with the dream. Now, from the 23rd, you'll benefit more from the support or contribution of another in close relationship or interaction. So this is not a time to be going alone. You and somebody other could pick up a rapport together. You could find the sort of person you want or like. By the way, I haven't told you where the sun is yet, have I? So as the month kicks up and off until the 23rd, you could be dealing with a lot of chores, niggling details, the to-do lists, you know, these things need seeing to, stitching time saves 9, all of that sort of thing, putting effort into maintenance, repairs, also training, skills, that type of thing, and health matters. That could be your own or somebody else's. And also as the month kicks off, and in fact the whole of the month, Mercury is in your opposite sign. There you can really do business with that person. You get the information that you need, or they get the information from you that they need. So there's real interaction, this real sharing thing going on in your personal life or in your professional life. It could be either, and it could be a series of people as well, not just the whole one conversation or month. And you could be looked upon as a kind of go-between person, or in fact you consulting with a go-between type of person as well. And at the very end of the month, from the 30th onwards, Mercury does go retrograde, and that will be across a lot of September. Until the 6th, Venus is in a practical mood as well, the same as the Sun, highlighting teamwork regarding jobs to be done, the work, the colleagues, the co-workers, the people you're working with, that you have interaction with, also running repairs, so service providers, and of course running repairs with the body, with the whole shebang, you know, but you feeling as though you're getting on with that person, more likely you're getting on with those people, okay, you know, from the 6th onwards. And you'll feel a kind of enabling or support energy there, but also they turn that around. They're likely to feel enabling and support energy from you. So then we have the Sun moving out and going into your opposite sign from the 23rd onwards, and that's the time to be teaming up even more. So getting this feeling of rapport, getting this feeling of clicking, getting the information you need, giving out the information you need, maybe somebody coming into your yes, from the 6th, Venus is going in there. So I don't know whether, I think I might have muddled that. So until the 6th, Venus is in an area where you could be getting on with people in that kind of practical, get a grip, hands-on sort of way, maintenance, repairs. And then from the 6th, Venus is going into the same area as Mercury, meaning that you could feel more support and that clicking and that feeling of friendship and warmth more coming from in your interactions, and they could feel that from you. Then from the 23rd, the sun goes in there, so then you get a real kind of little herd of planets, or rather the sun and 2 planets in that area there. And that will emphasize that area there a lot more. Now, Jupiter will be opening the way to a wider range of options via close personal and professional alliances as well. So there's even Jupiter in there. This is the last little bit of Jupiter being in there. Jupiter moves out of there in early September, in 9th of September, and meaning that you could be really enjoying certain people in your life, new partnerships coming your way for some of you. In fact, this particular one here with Mercury and Venus and the Sun and Jupiter all together, it's a great time for socializing and putting yourself out there, so that special person, if you're looking, knows you're there. But it can be romance, it can be friendship, it can be a useful contact, a kind of sort of health provider. It could be any kind of person that you're looking for. This would be good, yeah. Particularly from the 6th onwards. Right, you Pisceans born the 11th to the 19th of March, or with 21 to 29 degrees rising, are going to feel that energy the most. And did I give you that? It's very, very similar. Those of you born the 27th of February to the 2nd of March, with 9 to 12 degrees Pisces rising, are going to feel that energy the most. From Neptune, that energy the most. It's nearly the same as Saturn because they're so close by degree. And just for your information, in conclusion, we have Mars, Saturn and the Sun all crossing each other by degree between the 21st and the 26th. That could be slower for some reason, that could be heavier for some reason, that could be more demanding on you for some reason. And then we have Mercury going across Saturn on the 5th and the 6th. Again, could be heavier on your mind, a lot on your mind, a lot pressing on your mind there. Maybe paperwork, maybe more traffic jams, whatever. And then just generally slowing things down. And also Mercury does go retrograde from the 30th, I think I told you that. And then Saturn is going across Venus. So then between the 12th and the 13th, Saturn on Venus means, the degree of Venus means that you may feel like you're held at arm's length, or somebody's being a bit frosty, or indeed you are a bit frosty because you need that to shield yourself, to help yourself to be strong or whatever, or come across in the right way, whatever it is. But it might just feel as if it's not sort of cuddly, really. It's more formal. So if you're dealing with like a bank manager or somebody in business, it's probably ideal. But if you want to snuggle up to somebody that you're expecting to give you a hug, then maybe it wouldn't be quite the sort of the hug that you were wanting. I'm just speculating here, of course. But these are the kinds of things that could happen with Saturn on Venus. And the other thing, of course, with Venus is, because Venus earns us money, it might be that there's some kind of a glitch around the money. So it can be happening in various ways, but it's very brief, very fleeting, the 12th and the 13th. And I think that's it for now. So if you know your moon sign or your rising sign, you can listen to those, and this material hopefully will be written up on DianaGarland.com. It is written, it's just getting it up there. And I'll see you the next time.